Amendment number 62, printed in Part A of House Report number 118-147, offered by Mr. McClintock of California.
Pursuant to House Resolution 597, the gentleman from California, Mr. McClintock, and a member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from California.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've offered this amendment many times over the last 15 years because until we can cut this poster child for government waste, I despair of us ever being able to bring federal spending under control. They call it essential air service, but it is the least essential program in the entire U.S. government. This is a direct subsidy paid to airline companies to fly empty and near-empty planes from small airports to regional hubs. Now, this was supposed to be a temporary program to allow local communities and airports to adjust to airline deregulation in 1978, 45 years ago. And instead, it's grown to include 111 airports in a program that has doubled in cost in the last decade. Now, I want to emphasize this program has nothing to do with emergency medical evacuations. It solely subsidizes regular, scheduled commercial service that is so seldom used that it cannot support itself. Why can't it? Well, because in many cases, the small airports in the program are less than an hour's drive from regional airports. Essential air service flights are flown out of Merced Airport near my district in the Sierra Nevada of California. Yet Merced is less than an hour's drive from Fresno Airport, offering scheduled flights throughout the West. Subsidized service is available from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, just 31 miles from Harrisburg International Airport. Subsidized flights from Pueblo, Colorado are just a 45-minute drive from Colorado Springs Airport, and on and on. Now, there's supposed to be a $200 per passenger cap on the subsidy and a minimum of 10 passengers per day. Yet 55 airports are able to waive these requirements, and they've all been granted. Per passenger subsidies on some flights are now nearly $1,000 per passenger. Now, by comparison, you can charter a small plane for around $150 to $200 an hour. Currently, 42 of the 111 flights subsidized are for flights of 9 people or less. These flights of 9 or less are still costing the taxpayers over $120 million in fiscal year 23. Over the next few years, this program will cost taxpayers over $1 billion in direct appropriations, which this amendment would cease. The program is receiving $390 million in subsidies this year. If a route cannot generate enough passengers to support its costs, the passengers themselves are telling us it's not worth the money to them. Maybe we should listen to them. I reserve the balance of my time.